Well, I didn't think I'd be making two banned videos in a week, but here we are. So basically what happened is I was just banned on Roblox a couple days ago, as you may know, and now I'm banned on Rollymons. The Rollymons Discord server I got banned on, and a lot of people don't know this situation and just don't know the whole picture. So I'm here to explain everything. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of misinformation going around. I want to clear up everything in this video, show all the DMs of everything publicly. I'm not leaving anything out. It's all going in this video. I'm going to go step by step through everything that happened, everything that was talked about, and why the ban is just unjustified. I didn't shark, because that's the reasoning why I got banned was for sharking. So I'm going to go over everything and show you guys why I should not be banned. First things first, I wanted to show the ban message, and basically what it was, I got banned for 14 days for sharking with the trade with the gay egg, and basically they said that I promised someone a trade, and I basically never did. They said that I promised someone a trade to get them to stop bidding, because basically what happened is this guy from my stream came into my stream, tried to steal a trade that I was doing, and I made the proposal to trade him it after, but he never agreed to that, and basically because I proposed it, I'm now banned, but I never actually promised him it. It's kind of confusing, I'll show you guys in a second, but that is the reasoning why I got banned, was for sharking. And yes, I've been blacklisted 3 times, and every single one has been invalid. I've gotten appealed on every single one, and this is now the 4th time I've had to appeal something in Rollymons, so you can believe I'm pretty annoyed. I'm very annoyed. So it all begins in E9dy's DMs, and this is the guy who got me banned in Rollymons for sharking him, which I obviously never did, and I'll show you why. And also, he tried stealing my trade for the gay egg, and the guy we were both trading with is Sleepwaves. That'll kind of help you make more sense of the stuff that I say, but this is the guy who tried stealing my trade, Sleepwaves is the guy who had the egg, and then there's me. So there was 3 people in this story, and it all begins with this DM right here. Basically, Sleepwaves told me that this guy was trying to offer more and basically steal the trade, and I'm like, oh, well, I know this guy, because at the time we were chill, like, we had nothing, wrong with each other. He was like a fan of my channel or whatever. Nothing was wrong until he started freaking out afterward, but we'll get to that. And starting off, we have this. I just say, why are you trying to steal my egg? And I say, shoo, and he basically says that he just wants the egg, and we kind of talk about a few things. And I tried to start off by offering him like a proposal of some sort, an agreement that all 3 of us could do to all benefit. Basically, I wanted an upgrade regardless of if it was this guy's MSS, which he had, if it was Sleepwave's egg, that was cool. Sleepwave just wanted a downgrade into demand, that's fine. And then he just wanted the egg. So this guy just wanted the egg, and I was willing to try and compromise with him. So basically the first offer or compromise I made was that I could possibly trade him for his MSS, and then he could trade those items for the egg, which he didn't really show interest in. I tried sending calculations, and he just said like, maybe. And he even said like, since I feel bad taking a trade away from you, like he even said that as well. And then he goes, I'm like, why are you trying to steal this egg anyway while I'm trading for it? And he just like, I just want a gate or whatever. And then, because he didn't really want to downgrade MSS, it seemed, so instead of downgrading his MSS, I switched to a different offer, and my offer was that he should let me trade for the egg, and then I can trade him it after. And basically what I said here was, I should do this, or we should do this. I never made him any deal at all, I just said like, we should do this. And it kind of funnels into some more stuff that clears it up as well. And he goes, yes, but I lose, or I don't know, saying some random stuff. And then I said no, because I don't want to try and bid you. And I'm just telling him that I'm going to bid more than you regardless, so you might as well just kind of let me get it. And then I could trade him it after if we had agreed to that. And I also made the offer. I said, well, I'm planning to give around 50k with super happy face for the egg. And I said, so maybe 50 to 60. So keep in mind, I said maybe 50 to 60 with Silver King or CF. I said maybe. I never said anything, never confirmed anything. We never made an actual deal. I just said maybe. And also said, you should let me trade for the egg, and then I trade you after. So this is all like speculation. None of it is confirmed. I'm not offering him anything like legitimately. I'm just proposing offers that if he were to agree to, or both of us agree, I would have done it. Like, I'm a man of my word. If we're gonna agree on something, I will actually do it. But in this case, we never actually agreed. All he says is, because basically I say like, okay, 50 was super for it, and then I might do like 50 to 60 with CF and Silver King when I trade it to you. if we do that. And then basically goes down here, and then I say, so is that fine? I asked him too. I said, is this fine? Is my offer where I could trade you it after for maybe 50 to 60? So I said maybe, and I said, is that fine? And he just goes, I don't know. So like we never ever agreed to anything, and this is the part that I got banned for, basically, is sharking him by telling him that I was for sure gonna trade him after, but we never agreed to anything. And this is like the main part, I guess, the crucial part of this, and I never fully agreed. We never fully agreed to any offer, any proposal, nothing. And basically he just kept trying to offer Sleepwaves. And keep in mind, this entire time Sleepwaves did not want to trade this guy the egg. He never wanted to trade him the egg. He only wanted to trade specifically me the egg, which I will show later in Sleepwaves DMs, which will clear that up even more. But, and then I kind of said this again, like, I'll outbid you regardless, so just kind of let me have this, you know. I wanted him to just go away. You know, trade stealers, they're annoying. I just wanted him to go away. And basically, he even, like, kind of had it in the back of his head that he kind of knew that I wasn't going to trade him it. He even said, like, you won't even downgrade it because you don't want demand. And he goes, so you won't downgrade it, you'll keep the egg. So this whole time, too, he kind of knew in the back of his head that I probably didn't want to downgrade it, which is true. I didn't really want to. But if we were to have made a deal, I would have stuck with it because I'm that type of guy to be a man of my word. But in this case, I didn't have to because we never actually agreed to anything. So then after that, we just kind of go through some stuff. I'm just trying to show all the DMs, but then again, not all of this really has too much context. Basically, at this point, I'm not talking to him because keep in mind, this entire time, this entire situation was all when I was streaming. I was streaming this entire thing. Like, I wasn't hiding anything. If I was sharking on live, that would be dumb. Like, it would be obvious if I was sharking, if I was, like, live streaming. You know, that's also why it makes no sense why I would be sharking if I'm live streaming. And I'm showing all these DMs publicly. I've got nothing to hide, you know, so basically here I'm not really saying any words. He said that I'm ghosting him, but I was streaming, so I was busy. You know, I'm doing trades and stuff. And then this is after the stream, 5 minutes later or whatever. Basically, I got the egg, and then I ended stream. Me and Sleepwaves finalized a deal based off the first deal I offered him as well. And then I said that I got the egg. And then he goes, how much for it? So then at this point, okay, I got the egg. I never said that I wasn't going to trade him the egg. I always was like, okay, well, maybe we could do something. I never, like, purposely, you know, didn't trade him the egg. Like, if I could get a good deal on the egg, I would obviously take it because there would be no point to just not trade him it. But we go on to here, and basically, yeah, so he said 50 was CF. He goes, I just said, like, I don't know because I just got the egg, so I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I said, not too sure. And I tried to work with him, though. I still tried to work with him, even though I didn't really want to trade the egg, and I was never obligated to because I didn't promise anything. I still thought, okay, maybe I could work out a deal with him. So I said we could always do like a trade with a gate for MSS. I'd prefer that. So my best interest was, because a gate and MSS are the same value, I was hopefully trying to do a trade with those two in the same trade because I wanted his MSS. So further beyond that, then he goes like he's got this offered on MSS. He basically didn't want to do a gate for MSS 1v1 because MSS gets way more than the egg, which is true. They're both rares, but I don't know. That's just kind of what I wanted to do. And I just said, so can we, you know, do something with a gate and MSS though? What would you do in that case? All he says is, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to work out a deal, but he doesn't even know. And then he goes, how much? And then I say, and I keep trying to propose this idea, you know, a gate and MSS, that's really what I wanted. And he goes, you tell me. And then I just said, like, okay, I'll do 1v1. I'll do the 1v1. He goes, who wouldn't, whatever. And then, yeah, so, and then, okay, this I find kind of funny, because if we want to be, you know, nitpicky and stuff, like, he technically sharked me as well. He goes, oh, why do you think you got it for so low? No one wants it. No one sends for it. No one wants it. Like, he kept saying that the egg is trash, you know. Nobody wants it. Nobody trades for it. You know, it's bad. Like, he tried. That's basically sharking. If we want to be nitpicky and stuff, that's basically sharking. So he should be banned. He should be banned too. You know, that's all I'm saying. I don't really care. But anyway, and then let's see. Yeah, and I said you do those, so that's all that matters. He wanted the egg, so it didn't really matter if other people did or not. And then he goes, this is why I didn't want to give you a gate, which he never gave me it. He never let up. He, like, the entire time that I tried offering him proposals to not have him try and steal the trade, he kept trying to steal the trade the entire time. He never stopped. He never stopped. And then you haven't, and like at this point too, he hadn't even told me an offer. And he goes, you said you would do about 50 with Silver King, which I didn't ever say I would do. I like offered to possibly do that, to maybe do that, but he never agreed to it. Like, he didn't even say that he would do this at the time before I even got the egg. And then I said I'm interested in MSS, and then all this stuff. Not too much going on here. And then MSS was interest me, but it doesn't seem to interest you. And here's where he kind of starts to get a little fired up. He gets a little fired up. You're not hearing yourself. You told me that, okay, you told me to let you have a gate and you would take 50k with Silver King of the Night. That's not true at all. Never promised it, never said I would, but he had a miscommunication. Basically what this whole situation boils down to, it was a big miscommunication. He thought that I was going to trade him after. He thought that I promised, but I never did. If you go back, I never promised. He wasn't even sure with my offers either. So we could never actually make a deal. And then basically kept going, and I just basically said, like, I don't know what I'm going to be taking, but I would do 1v1 for MSS. You can read the rest of these DMs here, but basically what all of this is I just wanted to do MSS 1v1. I just got the egg. I had no idea what I could even get for the egg, so I wanted to kind of see what I could get first before trading it to him, because I didn't have to trade him it because I never promised him anything. And then I started going off. Then he started going off. He said, I'm going to send out Rex for low balls. He said, I don't care anymore. I've lost all my respect. I thought you were a nice guy. All because I didn't trade him an egg. And at this point, too, I didn't even decline any of his offers. I just said, I don't know what I want to do at this moment. I was respectful with him. I didn't do anything. And he just started going off. Oh, I lost all respect. I'm lowballing Rex. Doing this. You lost a sub. Like, all this stuff. You can read through all this. And I clearly showed that you never agreed to it. I said maybe it was a proposition. You never agreed. You kept trying to offer for it as well. And I clearly, showed that I said maybe 50 to 60, not an edited message. And then you kept going. Yeah, and then all this stuff, and he got so mad, unsubscribing, all this stuff. He lost a loyal sub, all this stuff, and I didn't do anything, man. I didn't do a single thing. I mean, anyone can clearly see I didn't do anything. Never sharked, never promised a trade. And keep in mind, the reasoning I got banned for sharking is because I apparently promised a trade. As you can see by that, I clearly never promised a trade. And this is basically where it ends right there. Alright, now going into Sleepwaves DMs, the guy who I was trading for the egg. So in this part right here, I started off because, okay, he went into my stream and he's like, hey, do you want the gay egg? So I'm like, hey, sure, let's do it. And then I started off the DMs right here and I said I'd want to do two super happy faces, yada yada. This part isn't really much. It's just us discussing the trade. I mean, you can look through this if you'd like. But basically, all our DMs is just like, us negotiating and stuff. And I guess I'll just go through here. And this is the part where I found out that it was E9dy that was offering. And I'm like, oh, I know that guy. And then I basically went into his DMs and started messaging him and all that. So you can kind of see how these all line up as well if you want to yourself. And then let's see. So yeah, and I said he doesn't even have premium, which is true. Like the ED9. Okay, keep in mind, this is the funniest part. E9dy tried this entire time. He tried offering with items that he never owned. He never even owned the items that he was offering. And two, he didn't have premium on his account. No premium, no items that he was offering, and he was trying to steal my trade with both those things. So it felt kind of weird. And if we go down here, and you can just read all this if you would like. Then basically this guy offered 50 with Silver King, and this is another part that mods and other people were kind of suspicious about. But basically what I say here is he doesn't even have this stuff. I don't know why he would be offering. It feels like he's trolling. Like, it makes no sense, doesn't add up. So basically, all I'm saying there is it didn't really make sense that he was trying to offer with items that he didn't have and that he didn't even have premium. So all I said there is that it just didn't make sense. And I know some people said that I sharked sleep by saying that, but I obviously didn't. And also Sleep, I've talked to him after this whole incident, and he's like, yeah, it kind of felt it was weird too. Like, he even agrees that it just didn't seem real or whatever. So what E9dy was going to do is downgrade MSS and then get those items, but what I mean is, like, he still never had those items. Like, he could have gotten those items and gotten premium. He could have done all that. And another thing to keep in mind is, another reason why I said this, another big reason, is because when I'm streaming and stuff, I have so many people that will come in, they'll try and offer fake trades and stuff, and they'll like say in my chat like, oh, I'll give you Dominus Aureus for a 50k overpay or something, like something that's like way too good, or they'll try and you know, troll me by doing something with trading. You know, it happens all the time. So this is kind of another incident of that, it felt like. So yeah, I don't know, that's another, I guess, idea to put in there for this all to make more sense. And then basically we just kept messaging. I mean, there's not really too much else. Then I started, like, you know, sending stuff like this and all that. And then we'll keep going. You can read all this, but yeah, the plan all along. I also want to find one specific part, actually, here, right here. So Sleep said himself, I just want to give it to you. He said this, I believe other parts too, I don't think I saw, or maybe just said it here, but basically the entire time Sleepwaves only wanted to trade me the egg. The entire time, that's all he wanted to do, that was his plan. So that's kind of why he didn't really want to do anything with E9 anyway. And also why E9 never even had a chance of getting the egg, because he wanted to trade me it anyway. So that's another big part. And then he's even like, wow, this guy, you know, he's crazy. And then also, this is another big part that, you know, mods and other people are like, oh, you know, he said, oh, I'm not even going to trade him the egg. But here's the thing. I can say that all I want. I can say that all I want, because at this point, this guy kept going for the egg, was not stopping the bid. He tried to keep stealing the trade. He never even had a chance to, like, realistically, but he kept trying to steal. So basically, like, because he didn't accept any of my offers, he kept bidding. So we had never agreed to anything. I didn't have to trade him the egg after. So all I said is, like, this guy is being annoying, and I'm not even going to trade him the egg. Like, that's all I said, is because he got on my nerves, he was annoying. So I'm like, alright, fine. I'm not even going to trade him the egg then, because he's being a pain. And then we basically finished out this offer. We're getting to the end here. Eventually found out something that we could do. And then that's basically all it is right there. So that's all the DMs with Sleepwaves, and that's basically all of the DMs for this entire situation. Alright, so to summarize all of that madness, basically what happened was I was trading Sleepwaves for an egg. This guy came in, tried stealing the trade. I tried, you know, offering a compromise so we could all be happy. We never met any agreements. I proposed a few offers, but then those offers got taken as actual like things that we agreed on, which we obviously never did. And that's, I guess, why I ended up getting banned for sharking, but I never sharked because I never promised anything. And basically, yeah, so the summary of it all is I got banned for sharking and promising a trade, but I never did. So the ban is unjust. I never sharked, never promised anything, and I should get unbanned. So I'm currently in the midst of appealing this whole situation. I got banned for 2 weeks, so should be appealed ideally. Like, I don't really see how any mod could not see that I didn't clearly shark after seeing all the DMs, seeing my explanation. Even Sleepwaves, the guy who I traded for the egg, can back me up as well. Like, I don't know, I've talked to many people with an unbiased opinion. They've said that it can seem in ways that I did, you know, maybe promise or shark or anything if you don't understand the full context of it all, which I feel like I cleared up everything here. I guess, yeah, so hopefully we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know if I do get appealed, and let's just hope that the mods have some logic. So that is going to wrap up this video. This whole situation's been nothing less of a mess. The past week has also been trash, you know, getting banned on Roblox, now getting banned on Rollymons. So hopefully this will get appealed and the whole situation will be done, because I'm tired of being banned from stuff. I'm tired of all this unjust stuff that I don't deserve at all. I'm just trying to make videos, you know, out here. I'm not doing anything. But yeah, I appreciate you guys' support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.